Hello and welcome to The Vibe with Kai. For today's quick vibe, we're going to talk about handling a bad day. I think I speak for everybody here when I say that bad days suck. Sometimes we get hit with punch after punch after punch, and all we sometimes do is sit there and say, why is this happening to me? Here's the thing. There are going to be times when your day doesn't work out as planned. The question should then become, what are you going to do about it? Are you just going to sit in your sadness, your anger, and your disappointment and let that dictate the rest of your day, your week, your month, your year, your life? Or are you going to use this and at the very least, set yourself up for success for the future? You know what's worse than having a bad day? Not doing anything to prevent yourself from having another bad day. Not taking any time to reflect on what made that day bad and allowing it to dictate everything else that you have to deal with. Once you go past that road emotionally, once you go down that road, it's a snowball effect and it'll be very difficult to recover from. I think a lot of you know this already. And also, I say this from experience. So don't let a bad day or a bad situation dictate the next day or the rest of your life. So with that said, here are 5 important things that I want you to keep in mind. Number 1, you need to accept the fact that a bad day happened. It happened. Ain't nothing you can do about it now. Unless I've missed the news, there is no way that you are able to go back in time and change the fact that a bad day happened. What you can do, however, is accept that it happened and focus on the right here, right now. Too often, I find that people are focused on finding ways to ignore their feelings, or they find excuses and distractions to not acknowledge what happened and how they feel. Personally, I think you should be doing the complete opposite. I don't find it's healthy to distract yourself for a long period of time because it's not really distracting at all. It's not forgetting about it all. It's actually just you pushing it down within yourself. And yes, that may be a temporary fix for the moments that we all need, but every moment's an action and feeling that you press down, the bigger the explosion will be when you can't take it anymore. Always remember that. Number 2, you need to understand why it happened and plan for the future. Okay, so you've accepted what happened. So what now? Well, now you need to understand why that bad day happened, why it's affecting you so much, and what you're going to do about it. Don't be afraid to ask yourself the tough questions, and most importantly, don't be afraid to answer those tough questions. The more understanding that you have as to what happened and why you feel the way that you feel, the easier it'll be to make a plan on how to prevent it from happening again. Number 3, you need to stop blaming other people. One of the first things we do when something bad happens is place blames. A close friend of mine and I have had extensive conversations about the toxicity of placing blame on others, and I've learned a lot from her. Because honestly, at the end of the day, what good does it do for you? Here's the thing. It's so easy to place blame, but that doesn't mean that it's the right thing to do. Once you're able to stop playing the blame game and pointing fingers, you'll find that your mind is a lot more free to focus on things that you can control. Now, that's not to say that you shouldn't be holding people accountable for their actions, because you definitely should. Just always keep in mind that you are the one thing in life that you can control. You can't let others try to control you. Number 4, you need to stop blaming yourself. To that end, you need to stop blaming yourself, just like you need to stop blaming other people. Look, sometimes things don't work out the way that you want them to. That's quite normal. Blaming yourself is an unhealthy form of self-bullying that is plaguing so many people around the world. It's definitely something that I struggle with to this day, especially because I hold myself to such high expectations every single day. There is no perfect person. Mistakes happen. Instead of sitting in a corner and blaming yourself, you need to learn and you need to grow. Silence that inner voice that's bullying you and placing blame. It serves no purpose other than to fill your head with negative thoughts and to prevent you from reaching your goals and your ambitions. And number 5, understand that you can help other people. This is my favorite note on this entire list. Most of life's lessons are passed on to you because someone you're close with, someone that respects you, someone that wants to guide you, went through something tough and then decided to share that advice with you. And guess what? You can now do the same with other people. Take the lessons that you've learned from your bad day and pass it on to someone who may be going through something similar or may in the future experience something similar. Your personal insight and your knowledge is more valuable than you may realize. Don't keep it to yourself. Spread it around, and you'll potentially save someone from going through the same dark place that you found yourself in. In conclusion, no matter if you're having one bad day or if you're going through a particularly rough time in your life, if you choose to be better, if you choose to grow, then you will make it to wherever you want to end up. I believe in you. Now it's time for you to believe in you too. Stay strong. Stay hopeful. Be excited for the endless possibilities and learning experiences. Accept the challenge that you've been given and then go out there and kick some ass. With that said, thank you for watching. God bless and good vibes.